Guys, thanks for tuning in, and today we're going to be playing my TL-1 LPC. Now, I've already made a video on this and highlighting for me that it's not a very good tank for my gameplay. That doesn't mean it isn't for yours, but I also wanted to show you that it can be a decent tank. Now, this gameplay just so happens that you've also got to have a few Muppets on the enemy team if you want to if you want to have a decent Ace Tanker, battle. that always helps. A few Muppets on the enemy team always helps. So let's see how this goes. And I go to this spot right here, especially when we're defending like this. And the first thing I do, which is going to help me out in the end, is knock over a few trees. Gotta knock over a few trees. And then I'm like, oh, look, there's a little one. Let's knock it over. Come on, knock over. Get over there. And I'm like, uh-oh, oh, crap. And I fire, thinking I'm spotted. I wasn't, and I don't think I did get spotted right there. Nope, no, I didn't. So I'm going to use this spot. And the other Offspring went down there. I don't think he has a great battle, but we're gonna see how it goes here, and hopefully, we'll get into some. Ooh, look at that! Now I'm worried to death about this SU-101. I don't know why. I wasn't looking at the map. I just kept seeing him over there, and I kept worrying that he was going to shoot me in the side. Now, for some reason that I cannot fathom, the enemy team decides it's going to rush that Offspring, which is a big mistake. This is where they mess up. Now, I'm spotting for my team and completely fluff that shot, but I'm also farming a little bit of damage. This Progetto, he just kept on going. And I'm ricochet right there. I must have ricocheted off his turret. Wasn't reloaded in time to get one shot into his poopa. But now the LPC and the Löwe are in a very, very awkward position now. Very bad position. And I don't realize it immediately, because I keep thinking, oh, there's got to be someone over there, but there wasn't. So eventually, I decided to poke up and try to take a shot at this guy, and I kind of hesitate where I'm going to shoot him. And I'm just like, ah, heck with it. And I was like, woo, it pinned. And I tracked him, and then he repaired. So now I'm spotted, worried about that SU-101 again. But I'm like, heck with it. So then I fluff a shot in the ground, right off the bat. But see, I'm still spotting. So I'm getting, that assistance damage, which is, I'm splitting the experience with whoever is doing the damage and me spotting. So right now I've decided to load heat, because I'm like, why not? This thing has a great heat round. Oh! And then this sim like pops up behind me. Thank goodness he bounces off my track. And I'm like, now I've got to worry about him. But I decide, heck with it. It's worth taking a shot, It's worth taking a hit from him to get these guys knocked out. And I'm trying to find a shot on this fella. And I bounce. Bounce a heat round, smack by already. Stunned again, as Klaus Kellerman would say. You're stunned again. Whoa. Yeah, every time I get stunned, that goes through my head. I'm probably not the only one. So here comes a very stuttery looking. I guess that's the replay. And I don't realize I'm loaded with heat. Thank goodness I am, because the meters per second on this, or feet per second, or whatever you want to call it, are much, much faster on the heat rounds. So you don't have to leave the target as much. You're more likely to hit it. There's about 300 and almost 400 less on the AP round, which is odd, but that's how Wargaming decided to make this tank stand out, I suppose. So I see this this E4, the Primo Victoria rushes him, and he must have bounced, you know, or is trying to find a shot on him, and I'm like, ooh, look at me, I'm gonna, oh, bounce. Aw. I'm like, okay, you can do this. Nope, not gonna happen. So I start to go over that way. I hesitate. I'm not sure what I want to do right here because I don't want to go into town because I don't have the armor. So then I decide to run up on the hill. As I'm running up on the hill, we get a capper or two. So, you know, I spot the Oho right here, and I'm like, ooh, but I don't have the gun depression, so I have to kind of pull up and wiggle around and situate myself, and I'm like, this ain't going to pin, this ain't going to pin. Oh, it pinned. Sweet. And then I don't reload in time before he wiggles out of the way. So now I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to rush this guy. I'm going to rush him. I can take a hit from him. I'll still be fine. Let's do it. Which way am I going to go? Oh, I better go. I decided to go this way. And I know I've got heat loaded, so I can't shoot through that truck. So I had to kind of find a way in between there. And, you know, at that time I realized I had heat loaded. I was like, well, it's too late. I done used up all of them. I'm not going to start another reload. So I decided to chase down this SU-101 that's worried me so much during the entire battle. And I think he's over here to the left. I have no idea why I thought that. And then I realized, there he is. I'm like, oh crap. And I don't know what. He could have angled, I think, and I would have bounced. But he just, you know, I don't know what he was doing. He was just worried. He just wanted out of there. So now I want to go after this clicker. The Entenpanzer decides to drive off, and that tickles me. And then I'm shot by Artie. And then he's like, bro, I meant to do that. Been there before, buddy. Try to auto aim on this guy. Good thing I didn't, because then I actually get a shot just over the ridge for the kill. That's 3,534 damage, 2,289 spotted. Quick battle, but a good battle. So this was, sorry I don't have the stats up here for you, but it was my first Ace Tanker. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 1,400, right, or 1,300 and something in experience, base experience. So it was, you know, I was definitely a top player in that battle. It was really good. And like I said, I'm not a Unicom. I'm not that great. But sometimes even us, you know, average players can have great games. And this was, you know, nothing I did, to be honest. It was just, you know, bad players on the enemy team, or not, maybe not necessarily bad players, just players who made a lot of mistakes. And that works out in your benefit sometimes. So that's how it goes. Well guys, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Please, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm just getting this YouTube channel started up, and I'm not very good at it yet. Any suggestions, I will take into consideration. Thank you very much. Good night.